Right, so it's day number 23 of the 100-day challenge, and yeah, feeling really good today again. I've stuck to all the markers today yet again. Been eating clean and all of that. Well, that isn't really one of the markers, but I've made it kind of one of the markers. Like, whoops, things flying here. Yeah, so that was, I've made that kind of a part of it. It's not one of the 12 markers, but I'm feeling pretty good because I've added that into it, like, and I've, eaten clean every day. I've swapped out for basically what I've done. I've stopped eating bread. Um, I'm eating more, like, instead of having rice or pasta, I'm just having like a baked potato or a baked potato or a baked sweet potato or something like that with some chicken or some salmon or something. So, like, after just a couple of weeks, I actually feel a lot better for that. I've stopped drinking instant coffee as well, because I've always noticed, like, that isn't even coffee. Like, if you look at that, if you get an actual coffee that you make, if you grind up your own coffee beans and you actually look at how it works, when you have to put it in that thing, that glass thing, percolator, and it doesn't react to water like the same way as that instant coffee. It just dissolves instantly. Like, I don't even think that is coffee. Like, it's some kind of chemical or something. But I feel more energy throughout the day having stopped doing that. Like, a lot more. I feel way better for having done that. So I just drink tea instead now. I hadn't drank tea for years, but I've switched over coffee for tea, and I've seemed to feel a lot better for it. But yeah, I'm feeling pretty good. Like, so, what was I going to talk about today? I was going to talk about the importance of, if you have kids, the importance of why you should always wear a bicycle helmet. Because years ago, going back to years and years ago, it was around about 1995, I think, or 1996, one of the two. It was the summer holidays, just before I was going to go into the secondary school, and I had a terrible bicycle accident, which I believe actually changed the course of my life. It's a absolute terrible accident. But the thinking back on it now, it's like, if I'd have been wearing a helmet, it might have saved me a lot of hassle. Like, but it was my first time riding a bicycle with a 21 speed gearbox on it. So basically, me and my friend, it was middle of summer, really nice hot weather and that. I had no t-shirt on, and me and my friend, there was like this really steep hill that we used to go down. It was down near sewage works, and like, we're going down there and basically pedaling the bike up to as fast as you can get it and turning down this hill, going as fast as you can, and trying to go all the way down the hill with no hands on the handlebars, like standing up with no hands on the handlebars. And I managed to do it one time all the way down, but he was nowhere in sight behind me, so he hadn't even seen. He hadn't even seen that I'd actually done it, and I had really done it. Like, I got all the way from the top to the bottom, and he didn't believe me that I'd done it. So, of course, the thing that you always, before something ever happens, what is it you say? You say, right, we'll do it one more time, just one last time, then we'll go home. So we went all the way back up again, set off again, and as we're coming down this hill, like, about halfway down, it's really steep as well, really steep. At the bottom, it's just gravel. There's like bits of gravel all the way down it as well. Like, you know what I mean? It's mainly sort of tarmac, but it's really steep. Right next to a graveyard it is. And as I was about halfway down it, I got a proper tank slapper. Like, the handlebars, the bike just started getting all flighty beneath us and that. And I tried to keep it going because I wanted to make it to the bottom of the hill. The idea is to not put your hands on the handlebars till you get right to the bottom. And unfortunately, like, the bike just folded up, flicked me over the handlebars, and because of the steep incline, it kind of sent me kind of flying through the air a bit. And I just remember putting my hands out to stop me, and just bang, head come down into the ground, bang. It's just a big flashing, but like big little sparks everywhere and that. like TV with the fuzz on it. That's what it looked like in my head. And the next thing I know, I'm kind of dazed. I'm walking back up the hill, and my friend, he's coming down the hill at this stage, so I'd already got way away from him. And when he seen, I didn't know there was anything wrong with me until I didn't know what had happened or why I was there at that stage. But when he seen me, he just, all the colour of his skin just went. Do you know what I mean? Like, he went pale as a ghost, like Casper, like, you know what I mean? All his skin just went, all the colour left him completely. And at that point, I just felt like a hot tap running on over me, you know what I mean? And there's like bits in my mouth, and I'm spitting out stuff going everywhere and that. And it's all of my teeth were smashed, all my head there. You still see that there. It was that was down to the bone there. I've one on my chin there. That was down to the bone there. It was just hanging. The skin was just hanging open there, like. And I fractured my jaw. My face was starting to swell up, like by the next day, it's like I was disfigured or something, you know. I took a massive impact to my head and face, you know. All my teeth were smashed. But the worst thing of all was I skidded down on my chest and just slid down the hill on my chest. I had no t-shirt on, and I had these terrible friction burns. I've still got scars down my side there now from friction burns down my side there, like one down the bottom here. You can see it a bit there on the skin there. See that? That's from 1990. That's a friction burn from 1995. You know what I mean? That's how long ago was that? Nearly 30 years ago, and I've still got a mark from the friction burn. You know, so like it was that was there was gravel all stuck in my chest all the way down. It's like it was red raw right across where my nipple is there. That was just gone. That was just red raw, just raw muscle there. Do you know what I mean? It was, the skin was completely gone. So it was off to hospital, and that basically it was a terrible, like a week or 2 weeks or something, or 10 days or something in hospital on morphine. And I was like 12 years old. They put me on morphine, you know what I mean? And they put dressings on my chest and all across my body. They'd change that every day. It was all sticking and that, and they're trying all kinds of methods and taking bits of gravel out of my chest with a scalpel and all this stuff. And you know, it was pretty grim, like. But you know, ever since then, I've had a lot of problems. Like I think now, thinking back, that the impact I took to my head that actually did some damage, you know. And you know, because straight away from then on, I, like, you know, had a lot of problems socially and everything, you know what I mean? Like from there on, you know, which only it led years later to me. Then I think that indirectly led to me then years later going on to drugs, and it wasn't even that many years later. At that time, when you're that age, it seems like years, but 12 years old to, when was it, 15 years old? I suppose 15, so it's only like 3 years or something later, you know. But school and that all my schooling started to go downhill, you know what I mean? And you know, started getting into trouble and all that, you know. And yeah, so I think, you know, had I been wearing a safety hat, I do believe that would have really saved me a lot of trouble, because it led to so many problems in my life. That, do you know what I mean? Because thinking back, that was a pivotal moment in my life there, definitely. But like where they stitched me chin up there as well, you can see that there. That when I went to the doctors to have that all taken out there, that just came straight. It was so badly done, it just come straight back open again. They had to re-stitch it again. Do you know what I mean? Like a week later, they had to do it again, and it was just that's just left a really nasty scar still there to all this time later. Like that's like you say, like nearly 30 years ago, you know. But yeah, not a very nice memory, but it's kind of weird how you can look back on something like that and almost laugh at it, but at the time I certainly wasn't laughing, you know. I couldn't understand what had happened to me, you know. It was just horrendous, like the worst pain I've ever felt, you know. Like specifically the friction burns though, like as far as the fracture to me jaw, I have a lot of problems with my jaw now as well. Like all day today, I'm always trying to get my jaw to crack, you know, all the time since then. It's like the side of my head here was swollen up massive, like, you know, like, and I had all these stitches and all at my head and lumps and cuts and teeth all out, and you know, I remember looking at myself in the mirror the next day. I honestly thought I was disfigured for life, you know. But that's how you think when you've been in something like that. But you know, probably overthinking it, like. But yeah, it was. The thing is though, if you're just because you're just riding a bicycle, don't, or your kid is riding a bicycle, don't take it for granted that you're safe, because you're not. You know what I mean? You can still really hurt yourself. In fact, I actually know people who've been killed in bicycle accidents. You know what I mean? So just to be safe there. All right. Anyway, so that's day 23. I think that's something I was thinking about today, because my jaw's been bothering me it's been bothering me for 3 days actually. 3 days straight. I've been trying to get that side. It's that side I fractured it, but both sides bother me in the joint. It used to be just that side, but now it's that one as well. You know, I'm always messing about with my jaw all the time. Like, you know what I mean? So people looking for like, what are you doing? You know, there's something wrong with you or something. There probably is, yeah. But anyway, that's day number 23. So I'll be back tomorrow, sticking with the 100-day challenge. You know, like. Maybe this is why I've got to do the 100-day challenge now, you know. It's one of the things that's caused me to have all these problems later on. I believe so. So, yeah, hopefully one day someone can look back on all these videos who might have similar problems that can help them, that you can develop yourself, you know what I mean? Because I know no one watches them now. In the future, maybe they will, and there'll be a log that you can look back on the gradual improvement, you know. So, that's it anyway, day 23. We're nearly quarter of the way through. I'll be back tomorrow, 100-day challenge, day 24. See you then.